Tuesday continues here on One News Now. I'm Sean Yao. Voter registration for the 2023 barangay and SK elections will reopen on December 12. COMELEC spokesperson Rex Laudianco said their offices are open Monday to Saturday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. except on December 24, 25, 31, and January 1. Voter registration will run until January 31st of 2023. The COMELEC reminds the public that anyone aged 15 by October 30, 2023 can register. A law suspending the local elections to the last Monday of October next year has been passed. However, an urgent motion for the COMELEC to continue election preparations is currently pending before the Supreme Court.
Ang ating pong pag-extend po ng registration ay mababase po sa magiging kapasyahan ng Supreme Court dun sa Makalintal versus COMELEC kung saan kine-question po ang constitutionality ng Republic Act 11935. So kung magdedesisyon po ang ating Korte Suprema na lalampas ng Mayo ang ating halalan, maaari po at malaki ang posibilidad na i-extend po natin ito, yung ating registration.
And a Chinese national was arrested in Pasay City after being caught with an underage victim of human trafficking. Josh Camo with the story.
A Chinese national was nabbed in Pasay City after being caught with a minor who was identified as a victim of human trafficking. According to the relatives of the victim, the girl is part of a group of women that are being trafficked through social media. They are forced to stay inside a condominium unit and forced to do sex work for foreign nationals.
Gumagamit kasi sila yan ng mga platforms through apps at saka through social media. Doon ho kasi nila yung transaction ginagawa sa kapwa rin nila mga yung iba Chinese yung mga clients nila at iba pang foreigner. Yun lang, gumagamit kasi sila ng mga minor de edad. Ito trafficking in person. So it's a sort of sex worker yung nilalako nila through those apps. At sa pag-iimbestiga namin, kailangan na mag-transact rin sa kanila.
Authorities have been monitoring the illegal operations for a month. They were able to rescue the victims by posing as customers.
Kasi ang modus dito is nagre-rent sila ng mga units. Then sa isang unit, doon nila itinatago yung mga sex worker. Tapos yung mga kwarto nila, doon pinaparent rin nila yon para yun ang gamitin ng mga customer nila. On the act itong pag-rescue natin. So they are about to do the act. So hindi natin masabi kung naibenta na. So malamang ganun nga po ang nangyari diyan.
According to the Chinese national, he is just a customer and that he did not know that the minor is a victim of human trafficking. He said that he contacted a group online offering female sex workers. Police also rescued 2 women during the operations. They are now trying to identify the person behind the trafficking scheme. Meanwhile, the minor will undergo psychological counseling. Authorities reminded the parents to monitor the children's activity online.
Alamin nila kung ano ba yung papasukin nila, lalo na rin sa mga magulang. Siyempre, yung mga minor de edad na mga anak nila, dapat talagang gabayan nila. At wag pumatol o pumasok lamang sa mga ganito kasi ito kung minsan na nakikita natin through social media lang yung dito transaction.
For News 5, Josh Camo, we are One News.
And security has been tightened in Divisoria as more holiday shoppers flock to the area. Josh Camo is back with this report.
People are now starting to flock to Divisoria, looking for items for exchange gifts and giveaways for the holidays. Rose and her friends even left Bulacan as early as 3 a.m. to avoid traffic.
3 kami umalis ng Bulacan, 3 a.m. Mura. Lahat-lahat na, pang pamasko, pang exchange gift, pang Christmas party. Kaya dito kami nagpunta.
Marilu, on the other hand, bought some pamasko for her sari-sari store's loyal customers.
Siyempre naman, kailangan magbalik din tayo ng konting blessing kahit maliit na bagay lang. Mas mura talaga dito pag dito ka kasi wholesaler eh. Direkta na ako dun sa suki ko.
With Christmas right around the corner, more people are expected to flood Divisoria. Because of this, the Manila Police District has tightened security to prevent pickpocketing and robbery in crowded areas like Divisoria, Binondo, and Quiapo. But on the bright side, the Manila Police reported that crime rate in the city has gone down.
Nagpapasalamat tayo sir dahil hindi nag-increase at bagkus nag-decrease po yung crime incidents natin. Nagdagdag tayo ng deployment ng police dito sa mga places of convergence. Mga malls, mga markets, mga simbahan.
Despite this low rate, the police still reminds the public to stay alert and refrain from talking to people posing as vloggers.
Wag pong makipag-usap sa estranghero, sa hindi natin kilala. Kasi baka nauuso po ngayon yung nagpapanggap na vlogger. Lalapitan, mag-o-offer na kung gustong ma-feature sa social media at maghihingi kung anong opinion. At yun na po sir, re-engage siya na sa conversation in such a way na matangay na yung loob niya na halos maging sunod-sunuran na siya. Po tayo mag-engage doon.
Meanwhile, cops are reminded not to use their firearms during the holiday celebrations.
Standing order po yun sa atin na yung pagpapaputok ng baril na hindi sa firing range at hindi sa kaaway, bawal na bawal po yun.
Heightened security in Manila will be implemented until January next year for the Feast of the Black Nazarene. For News 5, Josh Camo, we are One News.
One News Now will be back with more stories after this quick break. Keep it here. watching One News Now. I'm Sean Yao. Some Britons are now having second thoughts about Brexit, 2 years after the United Kingdom left the European Union. The details in this video from Bloomberg.
Brexit is back in the headlines. We've seen a YouGov poll suggest a majority of Brits now think that leaving the EU was the wrong decision. Meanwhile, the Brexiteers were up in arms at suggestions the government could be looking for closer ties with Brussels in order to cushion the economic shock. Now, a lot has happened since 2016 when the UK did vote to leave, but how has the economy fared in that time? Let's start with the pound. And there's no two ways about this one. Sterling has been on a downward slide since 2016. It's fallen 12.5% against the trade-weighted basis, 19% against the dollar, and 11% against the euro. This all makes economic output less valuable, and it amplifies the impact of imported inflation. When it comes to GDP, the UK has largely held its own. It's middle of the pack when compared with Germany, France, Italy, and Spain. The picture over the longer term, though, is contested. Turning to trade, well, here we can see a dent since 2016. The UK has fallen behind in terms of trade intensity. That's the scale of imports and exports as a share of GDP. And we're seeing a much larger slowdown in trade in the UK compared to the G7 average. Now, the Brexit debate has always been about more than numbers and more than charts. But neither the Remainers nor the Brexiteers seem satisfied with the current state of play. And so it seems debate about what a working Brexit looks like is set to rumble on.
And over in China, some cities have eased their COVID-19 restrictions after a series of protests. One of these cities is Urumqi, where a recent deadly fire sparked public anger against virus curbs. Local officials said they will now reopen malls, markets, restaurants, and other venues. In Shanghai and Zhengzhou, COVID-19 tests will no longer be required in public transportation. Earlier reports stated that China's central government is making steps to relax its zero-COVID policy. And let's now take a quick look at today's other top stories. Suspended Bureau of Corrections Chief Gerald Bantag appeared in today's preliminary investigation into the Percy Lapid slay case. Bantag, who is a primary suspect in the case, insisted that he was not in hiding and that he will respond to all accusations against him in court. The Philippine National Police has deployed secret cops or intelligence operatives in public areas for the holiday season. These police officers will be on the lookout for any criminal activity during the Christmas and New Year holidays. And the UAAP cheer dance competition will return to its pre-pandemic format on December 10. The league has allowed up to 25 dancers per squad and longer routines of 5 to 6 minutes. For more updates, visit News 5, The Philippine Star, and Business World online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on Signal Play. Register for a free account at www.signalplay.com and stream One News Live anytime, anywhere. I am Sean Yao. We are One News.